Hello everyone, Chocolo here for another video review. This time we have Willie's Cacao, Luscious Orange. It says, delicate orange with honey notes. Yeah, so basically, well, you can see it's orange really, pretty much from the from the packaging. But yeah, basically I found these in Sainsbury's, found a few of them really. Some not so, well, some typical and some a bit different. So some were just like milk chocolate, dark chocolate, things like this, and different percentages of cocoa solids or whatever. But a couple of them stood out a bit, and this is one of them, orange flavour. So yeah, so it says, what's it say? Blah blah blah. Dark chocolate with orange, it says on the back. But on the front it says, yeah, luscious orange, delicate orange with honey notes, it says. It's got Willie's Cacao, Cuban, Barbacoa 65, or 65, I think that is, hopefully. Yeah, it says on the back, it only took one visit to the eastern tip of Cuba to fall in love with these exquisite single estate beans from Barbacoa. So it must be a place there. The delicate honey flavour is simply born to be with orange. Crafted from the bean in my chocolate factory in England, this is one deliciously desirable square of chocolate. There's Cacao.com. Yeah, so basically, as you can imagine from that, it's basically an English chocolate company, it seems. It says England on it, not Britain or UK, so there we go. I guess it wants to pride itself on being English, I guess. No harm in that, presumably. But yeah, so there we go. So Willie'sCacao.com, and yeah, so you can get this presumably more likely from their website. But Sainsbury's do a few of these now, so I've noticed them cropping up a bit more prominently there. Maybe some other supermarkets do, but Sainsbury's where I got it anyway, and I see a few of them there, like Montezuma's and things like this. Okay, so right, let's so there we go. Yes, usually, I mean, I've reviewed a couple of these, and they're quite high in calories. So gives you, this is a 50 gram bar. And it gives you per 100 grams. And it's, let's see, quite hard to read really. I think it's 550 calories for 100 grams. Could be 558, it's hard to tell. 38.5 grams of fats, 23.1 of which are saturates. So there we go. So basically it's half that, so it's quite a lot really, if you can imagine. So if it's 550 calories, whatever, what's that, 275 calories for this whole thing. And then what's that? Roughly 19 grams of fat, 90.25, and then roughly 11.5 of which are saturates. So pretty, yeah. Let's say 200. What is it? 200. What did we say? 275 calories for this block, and it's not this big either. When I open it in a second, you'll see. Let's give it an open just to show you. So you can see it's actually quite small. So it's a bit of a con. I don't like that at all, really. It really is an annoyance of mine. I'll just close the top. Slogan's travel inspired, something desired, by the way. But yeah, so you can see here just how small it is compared to the box. So there we go, you can see there. So pretty disappointing, that, I think you'd say. Yeah, roughly. So yeah, so anyway, we've opened it. Let's give it a quick measure now with the flourishes. So the flourishes, you've got on the actual wrapper itself 9.5 centimetres height, and then so the box itself 9 centimetres. So yeah, it doesn't quite fit in the box with the flourishes out, I guess. No, it doesn't. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah. Okay, there we are. Right, so okay, I think we should give it an open. So it's going to look, not going to be orange coloured, I don't think. They did do a raspberry flavoured one, which was actually a raspberry, well, it was like a pink colour, pinky purple. I doubt this is going to be orange coloured. You really, I guess you do get a sort of weak colouring from orange, don't you? But I don't mind the foil wrapping here, but it's like sort of like Christmas present wrapping paper type foil, so I don't really like it as much. But I guess it does the job. But it falls apart like this when you open it, so you can't really put it back in. But here we go. So you got the. This one looks like quite plain. It's got like a sort of W cocoa bean thing going on. Other than that, it's quite plain. Has a sort of vaguely orange smell, but it's dark chocolate as well, I guess. Yeah, more dark chocolate smell. Quite plain, I think. I think I would like something a bit more, more substantial, a bit like the wrapper really, where it's got this big W on there. I would expect to see that on here. And I think that'd be a bit better. I think there's another company, it might be Phaser, I think, they do that in some of their bars where you just have half, and you know, the F is so big it doesn't fit, so they just fit what they can on it. Because I think that's pretty rubbish, really. And it's just a mould, isn't it? You know, so Yeah, anyway. Okay, so I guess let's give it a quick measure. So at the bottom, about 7.9 centimetres. And the top, that's reduced to 7.5. So it's not flat, you see it's not flat, doesn't go flat at the sides. And then height-wise, about 0.7 centimetres. Okay, so let's give it a taste, shall we? Why not? That's what we're here for. Right, so let's give it a go. So I'll give it a break. So you can see it's broken there, and there's nothing in there. There's no sort of like orange bits or anything. So it's purely. What does it say? It just says dark chocolate with orange. It just says, doesn't it? So blah blah blah. What does it say it's got in it? Trying to find it. Can't find it. Sugar size 65%. Raw cane sugar. Essential orange oil. Looks like 0.1%. So yeah, well there we go. But I guess orange oil is quite strong. So anyway, okay, let's give it a taste, shall we? It's okay. It's like doing it for a while and nothing's happening really. It tastes quite nice, but then all of a sudden you get a very bitter, dark chocolate bitter taste. So you're eating it and it's quite not a million miles away from a toast chocolate orange, but without the sort of orange flavour, very subtle orange flavour rather than quite prominent. And then and just towards the end of it, a sort of bitter wave of a sort of, well, a wave of bitterness goes over your tongue really. It's got a slight sweet taste, I'll say, because the initial chews and things are quite Terry's chocolate orange like, so that's the honey presumably coming through, making it a bit sweeter. And then you get sort of a massive, I'll say, wave of bitter taste at the end of it, which is, you know, presumably the dark chocolate. But I don't get much of a orange flavour, I have to say. Because it's vaguely there, you might be able to imagine it, you know. There's something there, but it's very subtle. I don't think if I didn't know there was orange in it, I don't think I would have said it was orange in it. I mean, maybe some people with a better palate than mine might have said that, but for me, I certainly wouldn't have known. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think. I mean, looking at that, it's very orangey. You know, I'd expect something exploding in my mouth, orange flavour, but I've not got it really. It's just mainly dark chocolate with a slight sweet taste when you have it. You know, that makes it a bit less bittery. But then all the bitter flavour does come through at the end. So yeah, a bit disappointed with that really. Nothing too great. It's what you probably expect really from a sort of, you know, a bit more of an independent chocolate company like this, where it's, you know, the bars are a bit less, you know, aimed at kids and things. But even so, you know, I would expect it to be a bit, you know, it's not just because, you know, I'm not a kid or whatever. It doesn't mean I don't want it to taste nice and it tastes orangey and things, and it doesn't really hit that for me at all. You know, so yeah, I think for me it's okay. 3 out of 5, I think. You know, as dark chocolate goes, it's nice, but as sort of orange, you know, chocolate goes, it's just non-existent really. So you know, you could probably knock it off 0.5 there, you know, for that, because you'd be a bit disappointed, I think. And as I say, I certainly wouldn't know this was meant to be orange chocolate, dark or otherwise. If I didn't know and bought it, I just don't think I would have known. Would have known there's something there. I would have said, oh yeah, it has a sort of slight sweet taste to it or whatever. You know, maybe if I was prompted or really had to describe the taste, but basically it just tastes like dark chocolate. Slightly sweeter, you know, with a bitter aftertaste. So yeah. There we go. Not too bad though, but yeah, I think a 3 out of 5, 2.5 out of 5 for the fact that doesn't really deliver on the orange flavour. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that review of one. Follow me to subscribe to my videos. Follow me on Instagram as well. Leave a comment or 3 and I'll see you next time. Take care. See you later. Bye.